In 2020, an American investment firm, Doralton Capital, paid roughly $200 million to acquire struggling F1 team Williams. The issue is that when venture capital companies takes over an engineering firm, they tend to favor money over talent. They figured that putting an American driver in an American-owned company would be great for marketing. So they went into the 2022 F2 pool, left out better drivers like Drugovich and Larson, and picked the fourth best driver. That driver, Logan Sargeant, has failed woefully in Formula One, and latest reports suggest the team has had enough and have lined up his replacement. Specifically, it was Joe Sayward, a journalist who has been covering the paddock for over 35 years, who broke the news. And he also mentioned that Mercedes' golden boy, Kimi Antonelli, will replace Logan. But this news soon took a twist. Williams came out to confirm certain parts of the story, but denied other parts of it. Specific details of what they admitted and what they denied will be revealed in the later part of this video. But this is not an easy transfer on two levels. Firstly, for Kimi to race in a month from now, the FIA will have to break its own rule. Under the current regulation, Kimi, who is 17, is not allowed to race until he's 18. Secondly, for a driver to race in F1, they must have a mandatory 40 super license points. The problem is that Kimi has only had 3 races in F2. Could he possibly have accumulated enough super license points? To answer this question, we will consult F1's official super license calculator to find out if indeed Kimi has enough points to compete. The result of this calculation will blow you away. Stay tuned for this ride. Subscribe and hit the notification. Welcome to Front Lockout. Logan Sargeant's sack is imminent, but Williams would not confirm all of it. Veteran F1 journalist Joe Sayward announced the sack of Sargeant and the imminent signing of Antonelli, but they were not mere words. He actually put a date on when this would happen. Sayward said that Logan has just one more race in F1, and that will be the Miami Grand Prix. By the next race in Imola, the American will be out of a job and Kimi will replace him. The choice of Imola makes sense. Kimi is an Italian, and choosing to debut on Italy's most notorious track will sure send the Italian crown completely crazy. The boy will receive a grand reception. When this news broke, we monitored it for a while. Sayward defended his story vigorously, telling everyone that this story was not his assumption and that Mercedes are the ones pulling the strings. It will make sense since Mercedes is an engine supplier for Williams and their team principal used to work at Mercedes and still have close ties with Toto Wolff. More so, they need to bring Kimi up to speed so he can take over Hamilton's vacant seat. But in a twist of the event, Williams denied they were going to sign Kimi, but admitted to asking the FIA if Kimi could be brought in, 3 months before his 18th birthday. This begs an important question of why would Williams ask the FIA to allow Kimi to race for them, but at the same time deny they intend to sack Logan? The answer to this is in two folds. The first possibility is the journalist was right. Williams intends to sack Sargeant, but didn't want to make it public. The reason for this is that since Sargeant is still their driver, they might not wish to cause distractions for him, hence the need to deny his impending sack. Williams might announce his sack only for the American to have an extraordinary race in Miami. This possibility is slim, but who knows? They might regret sacking him, just like some people at Ferrari regretted letting Carlos Sainz go. The second scenario is that the team might actually have no intention of sacking him. The team confirmed they indeed approached the FIA about allowing Kimi to race before 18. But this might be a ploy to get Sargeant to perform. Creating an impression that they are readying his replacement will sure force the American to be more serious about his racecraft. Helmut Marko is a master of this type of deception. In his bid to get Perez to be serious, he would often scold the Mexican in public while always suggesting that another driver could replace him if he failed to produce results. This tactic usually works as the Mexican is now frequently getting on podiums. Does Kimi have enough super license points? Kimi appears to be a driver who could be given an F1 seat right away. According to the FIA International Sporting Code, an F1 driver needs 40 super license points to compete. Kimi has a massive 67 points, 12 points each for winning the Italian and German F4 championships, 18 points for winning the Formula Regional Middle East Championship, and a further 25 points for winning the Formula Regional European Championship. By comparison, when Williams signed Logan Sargeant to F1, the American had just 29 super license points. The team signed him by banking on the fact that he would have reached the required 40 points by the time he finished Formula 2. Looking back now, the team should probably have signed Kimi at the start of the season. The other main issue is with regard to the 18-year age limit. It has been reported that the team plans to ask for a special dispensation for Kimi. This request will most likely be granted by the FIA, according to reports. Would you rather see Kimi instead of Logan? Let us know in the comments. This is Front Lockout, signing off.